Barbara. Today we will talk about Sener as to grain 15 assignments to Pemex with unconventional resources. During the first ordinary sessions of the National Hydrocarbon Commission (CNH), the regulatory body approved the request of Ministry of Energy (Sener) to grant 15 assignments to Petróleos Mexicanos (Pemex), located in the Veracruz, Tabasco, and Tampico-Misantla, where the existence of conventional resources has been proved. Pemex explored strategy considered the incorporation of possible reserves for annual discoveries starting in 2019 of 1,300 million barrels of crude oil equivalent. Site plan bequeathed by Sener include 21 new exploration areas and the estimate of 2,700 million of barrels of crude oil equivalent as a prospect resource. The Sener considers within its energy planning that the area are strategic and the guarantee of them is the most appropriate mechanics for the interests of the state in terms of production and warranty of supply. The request areas are in the Tampico-Misantla Basin, Castaña, Furbero, Limonaria, Cugni, Maguey, and Guaya. In the southwest basin in Tabasco, Texictla, and in the Veracruz basin, located in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. The exploration in Tampico-Misantla includes a basic scenario and two incremental ones, with two total of 1670 wells and an investment that range from $2.35 million in the basic scenario to 13.7 and 21.8 incrementals 1 and 2. Liquids, the prospective resource of the three scenario is 1,978.6 million of barrels of crude oil equivalent, and the possible reserve to be incorporated is 1,256.6 million of barrels of crude oil equivalent. In the Veracruz Basin is made at the autonomous box near the Ixachi field. It has two scenarios and the proposal of 18 wells in total, with an investing of $8.4 million in the basic scenario and 4.6 in the incremental one. The prospective resource estimate is 1,126 million of barrels of crude oil equivalent, while the possible reserves to be incorporated is 202.4 million of barrels of crude oil equivalent. Finally, the exploration of the boasted basin includes the drilling of 3 wells in 2 scenarios with an investment of $760,000 in the basic scenario and $673,000 in the incremental one. Prospective resources are low in both scenarios since they estimate 115 million of barrels of crude oil equivalent and 26.7 as a possible reserves to incorporate. In conclusion, the CNH considers the grading for the aforementioned areas feasible. However, he clarified to the Sener that he must present the exploration plans with the proposed activities for their approval. On the other hand, the CNH provides some points on which Pemex should pay attention for the economic evaluation, among which the possible limitation of activities in areas with unconventional resource stands out. Since the current energy policy does not allow exploration in those areas, and the development of the potential is fixed for the short term. Likewise, according to what has been observed, the prices associated with the sale of natural gas are 24% higher than what is currently observed in the industry, based on the reference index of natural gas prices in Mexico. Finally, Commissioner Alma Porres Luna voted against grading the assignments because, as they state in their recommendations, she considers that accepting it goes against what the energy policy dictates. Science derailing should begin in 2021. Similarly, if they do not explore these areas, they run the risk of not meeting the objectives of the Pemex business plan. The regular's technical area also asked to evaluate the convention of carrying out an unconventional explorative activity, given that they offer a greater volume of prospective resource associated with great probability of success and do not label in the incremental scenario. The regulator considers that there are prospects whose objectives are focused on gains in deficit with unconventional deposit potential, which could limit the potential development of the areas in the short term if it is not considered in the baseline scenario. For his Commissioner Moreira applauded the Pemex and Sener are once again seeking to exploit in unconventional blocks, but admitted that the company will not be able to increase its productions if they do not focus on unconventional ones. And that's how Sener got involved with Pemex, something we haven't seen for a long time. That's from me.
Rain is falling like grindstones from the sky.